Good morning, welcome back to another episode of Dubai or Not Dubai. I'm taking you along for a 3-day 72-hour vlog. We are basically starting by driving to the marina. There has been a lot of changes recently and I'm going to update you as you go, basically with life, with companies, with sales, deals, all of that kind of thing. So I'm going to bring you along for the next couple of days, and I'm also moving. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy this experience and it's not too stressful watching for you guys. Step one of the update is to very briefly show you around this beautiful signature 6-bedroom villa on Palm Jumeirah. Check out the view in the back and I will show you a little sneak peek. This villa is literally absolutely stunning and it actually is my favourite layout. What I love about this villa is like how bright and spacious everything is. Like they have in and out doors to like each room, which I think is just such a nice touch. And the colour schemes are just really are a bit of me. But to update you guys, I've recently moved company, which is very exciting. I'm now with a boutique company. I'm sorry, but look at this. Look how nice that is. Yeah, I'm now with a boutique agency, which I'm very excited about. I'm going to do a little bit of a meet the team, here's what we're about in another video. But we're kind of coming to the end of summer and I've basically been in Dubai the majority of the summer apart from 1 week where I went back to the UK to see family. And I don't think Dubai does slow down. Also, I'm just going to show you in and outs of bedrooms just so that you can see. But the market has been absolutely booming. I'll put in some stats over the past couple of weeks because I think it's super, super interesting. But overall, we have been busy. Check out this master bedroom. Now, I think the thing for me is the view. We're on a high number, which you can tell. So I'm going to flip the camera around and you can have a little look. But the water flow here and also the view of the Atlantis, it just really is something. This villa is actually for rent for 4.5 million dirham, which is like just shy of £1 million for the year. So take a look at what you'd be looking at if this was yours. We all know that Dubai absolutely loves a walk-in wardrobe, and this one really is quite something. Here's the fit for the day, and bathroom in here, always a double sink. Check out that bathtub, stunning, showers just around there, and then you've got a nice little walk-in wardrobe. It's quite dark, this one, but I mean, you've still got your full-length mirror, automatic lights, but this is definitely my favorite room of the house. And I also love like the curvatures of everything in this villa. I'm going to be taking you on a 3-day vlog because a lot is happening. We've got this viewing today, we've got a couple viewings tomorrow, and then I'm also actually moving apartments tomorrow, which is very exciting. It's going to be over the next couple of days because we haven't quite got everything sorted yet, but it's something to look forward to. It's going to be a very crazy 3 days. Here is the pool, if you want to have a quick look. And then we basically come back down. So there's 2 different staircases that you can take. The house has such a nice flow, like between the rooms and everything. And it's just beautifully decorated. Like it's so, so nice. And it's huge. It sits on 13,000 square feet as a plot. And you have the beautiful view of the Atlantis. I'm going to close this off because clients are literally coming in. They should have been here 15 minutes ago, but they'll be here in about 5 minutes. So I'm going to close this off now and I'll probably see you guys back at home. I'm currently staying in an Airbnb, so I will show you that. And then I'll take you along with everything else that goes on this week. Stay tuned. Good morning, guys. It is actually the next day. I'm currently staying in an Airbnb in JVT, and to be honest, I'm actually loving this view. Like the villas are so, so pretty. But let's sit down and have a quick debrief on yesterday, what we've got coming up today, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about what's happening in Dubai. We have just hit 4 million in Dubai for residents, which is absolutely huge, and they are very much on their way to sticking with the 2040 plan, which I did briefly touch upon quite a while back in a couple of videos, but I'll recap a couple of those points because that's pretty huge. We've hit 4 million, and I think they wanted to hit 8.4 million by 2040. So I'd say we're pretty on track, considering a lot of the things that they want to implement, they haven't quite implemented yet. But let's sit, have a cup of tea. It's currently about 6:49 before we start a very busy day. Ignore this whole situation. This also looks disgusting, but I promise you it's nice. It's just yogurt and grapes and a little bit of honey. A lot's happened since I last filmed, but from what I just said outside with the 2040 plan, so basically the rulers of Dubai have set out a plan in place that they want to be able to achieve by 2040. So like a couple of those things include expanding green spaces by 60%, like increasing them, increasing the length of beaches by 400%, which is huge. Land for infrastructure like education facilities, healthcare facilities by 25%. And then the big one, where I was slightly wrong, but I've just double checked, is increasing the population to 7.8 million. Now, obviously this week we've already hit 4 million, we're in 2025. We're pretty on track, considering a lot of these things are still yet to be implemented in this long list of the plan that they want to do. So, I mean, it says a lot. Linking it to the Dubai real estate market, we've just closed off summer. It has been so busy. You can tell that everyone is back in Dubai, with schools going back and all of that kind of thing. And also it does just feel like there are more people here. Obviously, like the rulers of Dubai, they are combating that in different ways with like road structures, implementing like SALIC, which is basically like if you, in the UK, I guess it's kind of like a toll road, is like another way of putting it. So you pay SALIC when you go on toll roads, things like that. But it's next to nothing, like it doesn't really have a massive impact on daily life or like life in general. But yeah, that's what's happening. We've moved companies, I'm really happy. Currently staying in an Airbnb, we're literally moving to the apartment opposite, which I'm gonna show you the process today. What happened yesterday was crazy. I showed you a sneak peek of that villa that we were in, which is for 4.5 million. We did a viewing on that. I then actually ended up going to meet a high net worth individual for a deal that we've currently got going on. It's been pending for a very long time, but we're getting there slowly but surely. So keep your fingers crossed that we can get this over the line for them. So I didn't actually end up getting home until about 9:30, which isn't unusual. The day started about 7 AM yesterday morning, but you guys know by now, if you've been watching my videos for a long time, there is no working hours for this job. It's when you're needed 24/7. Obviously you've got to hit boundaries, but the discipline really has to be there. If you're a real estate broker that wants to make it and you're doing this as a career, you are always tired, because there's not a moment in the day that somebody doesn't need something or you want to provide value to someone. Which brings me on to today. We're going to be in the office for around 8:30. I've got a lot to catch up on because I was out for a lot of the day yesterday. We're then going to actually go and register an Ejari for my new apartment. So I'm going to take you guys along with me to that process so that you can kind of see. I know I don't really touch upon rentals because I don't really do them myself unless they come to me, I don't outsource. But I figured you guys might want to know the process. It's been a lot of back and forth. So I'm going to bring you along with me. And then we are actually going to work away from the office this afternoon, here, there and everywhere, on my phone always. Hopefully take a trip to IKEA and then hopefully have another viewing this evening. And if I do, I'll bring you along. If I don't, we'll catch up later on. Okay, we're officially more alive. We're ready to go to the office. So stay tuned. I'm going to show you the new office that I'm at very briefly. It's actually in the same building, Marina Plaza. So we're going to do a couple of hours work there, catch up on admin, and then we are going to head to whatever the place is called where you register your Ejari. So, although it may not be much, this is my new little office. Now, I've come to the realization that I'm actually a boutique kind of girl, and how I work best is not necessarily in a corporate environment. And I've chosen this because I've worked with the MD before on a couple of deals and things previously, so I know and trust the relationship that I have there. The thing for me is, I think because of the type of clientele that I work with and the type of deals that I'm looking to achieve and relationships that I'm looking to build a network, being in this type of environment makes the most sense and aligns with the goals that I want to achieve. So although this is technically a startup company, in terms of the real estate side. It's not in terms of the people who are running it and the business that goes behind it. I'm not going to say too much. I'll update you guys properly once things have moved forward, but we're going to lock in for a couple of hours. I have so much work to do admin wise, and then I'm going to take you along to sort out this whole rental thing, because believe it or not, I've never done a rental deal in Dubai, and the first one I'm doing is my own. So we're going to learn together. Stay tuned. You couldn't actually film much in the Ajari Centre because it's a government building, but everything went smoothly, and then I took a quick trip to IKEA, which was rather successful. I think as a broker it's really important to have like an outsource of energy, external of brokering, because it is 24/7. So we basically then took a trip in the afternoon to the gym, and then after that, this is basically going from the Airbnb that I'm staying in straight into my new little apartment, which has absolutely nothing in it as of right now, and there's a lot of work to do, but here we are, we keep moving forward. This is then the next day, where we had a stupidly busy day and I couldn't really record much, but you guys know how it goes. Good morning everyone, this is where I close the vlog off. What a crazy 3 days it has been. It has been intense, it has been so busy, but we made it. We moved in, Ajari is sorted, viewings done, offers are in. Update on where the real estate market is currently in Dubai is complete. And yeah, that's it for another week. Next week I'm going to do an informative video. I'm going to put a poll up on my Instagram, so if you don't follow me on Instagram, make sure you go and have a little look. It'll be at some point in this coming next couple of days, and the link to my Instagram is in my bio. But thank you for watching. If you made it all the way to the end, don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and I will see you next week.